Welcome back to Nona Knows. I am Maria, aka Ma, aka Nona.
And I am Julia, aka Coach.
Yay! So for today's Manja Minute, I have some extremely exciting news that none of you knew about, and I'm going to announce it here. Netflix is streaming a show that started today, and when I didn't know that this was happening, and when I found out, I probably laughed longer and harder than I have in a very long time. It is Most Wanted Mafia, and it is actually my family.
What?
Yep. I didn't know this was happening. My brother apparently knew because when I sent him and my sister this morning, I go, "Did you know that this was happening?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "My brother's like, yeah, I knew it was coming." I go, "What do you mean you didn't tell us that this was coming?" It was a whole thing. Anyway, so in Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So we were not, my family directly, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, we were not involved in any way, shape, or form. These are relatives
Mm-hmm.
that my father took us away from because he
Gotcha.
didn't want us to be part of that life or him to be a part. He didn't want to have anything to do, anything, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our family directly were involved. And so I won't give up our last name. I don't know that it's said in the actual thing because I haven't watched the whole documentary yet. But I laughed very hard this morning when I found that. So my routine, as you know, I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
And so oftentimes my routine is get up in the morning, I'll put the TV on because I'm by myself. It isn't about actually watching it, it's about keeping me company. And then I'm in my office. I have an office, and the TV is in the other room, so I'm not really usually paying attention. However, this morning I went in and I went to turn the TV on and I went on to Netflix. Or way giving Netflix too much here, but anyway, and I saw it right away because it's brand new out today. And I was like, OMG, or holy cow. And I text we have a siblings chat, we call it Sibs, and I'm on there and I'm like, did you guys know this? Blah, 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 blah. My,
Mm-hmm.
my brother's like, yeah, I knew it was coming, but I didn't know where it was streaming. And I was like, you didn't tell us. Like, why wouldn't you tell us about this, right? So I have not watched the whole series yet, but it is my recommendation to all of you to watch it.
This is definitely a Manja Minute
Yeah,
moment.
100% this is a Manja Minute. To watch it. I was talking to my cousin this morning about it as well because I was laughing. And I was telling her where some of the scenes are because we went there all the time, specific places in
Mm-hmm.
Toronto. This is Canadian, Toronto. So our family is from Reggio Calabria, and that's where this group of mafia is from.
Mm-hmm.
And so our name is low on that totem pole. Like it's not, if you Google the last name, you'll find lots about being deported, about guns and gangs, about because that's all of it. But the cousins were more the top tier people, the people they were really after. So, but it's all the places we used to go. So there's a bakery, there's a hall, there's like all these places in Toronto that we were always at. So it was very like I was saying to her, I go, "Can you believe this?" And she's like, I didn't know we'd ever have a documentary. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in it. I'm not in the documentary, but it's us. So it's kind of funny, right?
That's
So
crazy.
it is very crazy. So
Never
watch
being in
it.
the mafia allegations now.
No, we don't have any connect. We have never had any connections at all. No.
But she's been to all the places in the documentary.
Well, my
No
dad, okay, so my
connection.
dad is 86 years old now. And my dad does tell stories about when he was 9. And so this is like 1940s, okay? Like late like 48, 1948. Um that he was about 9 years old and he was he used to deliver paper bags full of money on his bike to different places. He tells that story to us. And then after that, he was like, I guess when he got older, he was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. So it's kind of interesting to know that there was a connection. There's more that I'm not really allowed to talk about, but that was connected to us. And it is one of the reasons my parents made a conscious decision to move us out of Toronto into London, Ontario. And we moved away from everything. My father didn't want us to be influenced or even have like a minute to, you know what I mean? The most incredulous thing that happened to me was when I moved.
You were kidnapped and held for ransom.
Yeah. that did happen. Um, by engineer students at University of Guelph.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, that was a whole hazing thing. But anyway, hockey. Anyway, when I moved to Windsor, I started working, not knowing that I had family members in Leamington. Did not know that, but somehow they knew I was here. I was like, so that was very incredulous. Like, why do people know me? Like, I don't even use that last name. My last name is very white, like very English. There is like my married name is not anywhere near Italian. So it's very incredulous. And then when I came there and like, oh, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, huh? Yeah, that was like I was asking my dad. I'm like, what just happened? He's like, oh yeah, we got people in fish and stuff out there, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Again, because they kept us away from everything, right? So we would not know any of that. We wouldn't know. We were very much kept away from absolutely everything. My father was like, we're not getting into this at all. Even my father's father, we only met, and I say my father's father because he wasn't really my grandfather or my Nona or whatever, because he was never in our life, right? He left the family and then got like a whole other family and he disappeared. And we only met him one time because my dad was like, yeah, you're having nothing to do with this man. So there was a lot of stuff that we were like not around at all and not around at all. But it's very funny to me. That's why that this is on TV right now. It's just incredulous that I lived some of this life that's on TV right now. And of course I was a kid, so I'm not in there. It's like, you're not going to see me, but I'm there. So it's kind of like, it's hilarious to me, right? Like some of this stuff. Just thought I'd blow all y'all minds today. Yeah. So when you watch it, the bakery they referred to, we were there every Sunday. The hall was a hall we rented to do certain things, all Italian. So yeah, there's some things. The bakery was blown up at one point. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So it's very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even
know that about me.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I know, it's pretty
Maria's got mob ties.
Well, no, because I wasn't part of any of it. I never was, right? So when you do things,
but you also know the Italian thing. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Family's family.
Yeah, well, they say la familia, right? Like that's what it is. But I never did anything that I could say. I don't remember anything. My dad talks about delivering the money, but he was 9 years old. Like it's not something that he continued to do, right? So it's kind of interesting to just take a step back and go, oh my God, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and there was a lot more that happened. My cousin and I talked about it this morning, about like things that connected but weren't supposed to connect, if that makes sense. Like something happened and then my mother got involved and then it became a whole big thing and my cousin was a part of it and we were like, okay, this is another reason. My parents were like, okay, yeah, this is another reason we have to move. Like, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. And when my parents went back to Italy, it was very funny when my parents went back to Italy because they went like to Reggio Calabria, and because of my dad's last name, they were treated like royalty. They got a lot of things for free. They got a lot of, because of my dad's last name. So that's solidified. Okay. We must be connected somewhere, right? And when my brother went, so the thing about my brother going, my brother wasn't going to go because, again, my brother carries the last name. And so when my brother was going to go, they were being deported at the time, a bunch of them with our last name, from Toronto, because of their guns and stuff. They got caught, whole thing, whatever, prosecuted. They're getting deported now. My brother was going to go, and then that year was COVID, so they didn't end up going because they were worried about like booking things under my brother's name, and his wife took his name too.
Yeah.
So they were, worried about these things coming home, right? So then they didn't end up going for about 3 years because COVID was on and off for the 2 years, and then sort of the third year they said, okay, we're going to go now, and they were fine. Everything was fine because it was like 3 years later kind of thing. But again, like certain things. They got certain things because of the last name. And I have showed you a picture of my brother, right? Like unlike me, my brother looks Italian. Like he has black hair and olive colored skin, and I don't have any of that. He does. My sister does too. She looks very Italian too. I do not. But yeah, it's very surreal to have
For
that
sure.
life actually on TV. It's very weird. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you all about it, and I watch it. I think you should watch it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I didn't watch it. Obviously, I was working, so I didn't watch it, and I'm here now, so I haven't watched. But I will watch it. Probably maybe tonight I'll watch it.
Yeah.
So
We can review that next week.
yes, we can review that next week. You guys can give me your opinion about my familia.
That's instead of our vertical. We review
Instead of our
that.
vertical. Yeah, we'll review that. So today's Manja Minute, you did an amazing job, Julia.
Thanks.
Grazie. This is okay. So this is something I want to add, not during the Manja Minute, but something I want to add to our podcast is a Mamma Mia. You know when you see something and you get it, I'm like, oh my God, Mamma Mia. Like, come on. Right?
Okay.
So this is one of those things. Okay. Now you go to somebody's restaurant, or they even have these whole places now that do charcuteries. You know the charcuteries. These things have been in Italians for centuries. This is how we do it. Now you want to charge $50 for this?
Yeah.
Oh my God, come on.
Just antipasto.
This is what we have. This is what we do. My cousin, they came and she's going through my fridge and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna make some antipasta." I said, "Go, whatever's in the fridge, use it." And she's like, "Okay." She's in the fridge. I got if there is not antipasta stuff in my fridge, there's a problem. So there's like salamis in there. I think there was 3 different kinds of cheeses, 2 kinds of salamis. What else is it? The actual antipasta, and then there was like artichoke hearts, the olives, everything, right? So she just goes in, and that's what we do. And then you sit there at the table and you nibble. That's what we do.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be racist right now. Ready? The damn Manja cakes make up this for $50.
You don't need it.
We don't need it. We make it ourselves.
I mean, I even put the crackers, but usually crackers isn't even the thing.
We
You just
don't.
grab
But
the meat
it's a
and-
panini usually.
Yeah,
Eh?
panino,
Yeah. What is this one?
Oh,
Look,
those are olive stuff with feta because I
Feta?
thought they looked nice.
they do. I like them.
And then I got some bocconcini, but I cut them in half.
Nice.
And then it says prosciutto, capicolo, and salami. But it's the Milano salami.
Is it?
Yeah.
So the other thing, that's my other oh my God.
And then Melba toast, because that's just because I like a
Melba
good Melba toast. So.
We talked about this before. I also have a pet peeve. Don't like is wrong. Pet peeves, right? My pet peeve is when people try to say things. We know this from when we do verticals, but even like Julie and I talk, we say prosciutto. Someone else will come and go prosciutto. Okay. I try really hard to be respectful of other cultures, and I ask, and I don't always do right. Like, you can even tell me sometimes 5 times, and I still might not get the word correct, but I try really hard out of respect, right? So people come in and they're like, "Oh, let's get some prosciutto." I'm like, yeah. But it's good. It's one of my favorite. So all of this pretty much is like a cured meats. So which is like really good. The other one that some people have, but so the other meat that I like, which is probably not normal for a lot of people, is mortadella. And they have it like,
It's not usually on antipasto though.
No, it's not. But
No.
it's just one of those. Okay, so mortadella is kind of the Italian bologna.
No, it's not.
You don't
I
think
hate
so?
that.
You
I
hate when people say that?
comparison. Yeah, it's not.
Okay, so how would you describe it?
It's like a fattier salami.
Yes.
It's literally all that it is.
But
It's
they have
not
low-fat
really like
one, too.
bologna. It's not the Italian bologna. Because we don't mess with bologna.
No, we don't. That's true.
And mortadella's way better than bologna will ever be. Of course you do.
Of course you do.
You also like the mac and cheese loaf too there, Gerber baby?
Ew. Ew.
Ah,
Ew.
he
Just
does.
ew.
He does. He does. Am I wrong?
I don't even know what mac and cheese loaf is.
It's like the bologna with like the macaroni noodles and like cheese
In it.
in it.
In it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's not good.
No, I don't think I've had it. I don't think so.
I'm gonna
This is
get
so
Nick
good.
some, and he's gonna be like, "This is so good."
It's so
No,
good, it's so
Nick, no,
tasty.
it's not good. Don't listen to her. It's the worst thing. I can't even.
I
but
said
anyway.
it was gross. I said Nick's gonna like it though.
But
He's fighting for bologna, and we're talking about good real meats here.
I like real
And we got the
meat, too.
Gerber baby over
a
there.
Gerber baby.
I like real meat. It's just bologna's. It's serviceable.
It's serviceable. Yeah. Listen, don't complain about anything that gives you some protein sustenance. I guess, right? Whatever.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
You know what I really miss? I haven't had in a really long time, and I'm trying to find is sausage in the oil, like cured sausage. In the oil. Do you ever have? So we used to make it. I have not made it in years, and now that my father's older, we don't make it anymore. So you make the sausage, and then you cure it, right? So it's very hard as rock, first of all, but it goes in an oil so that the oil gets everything, and then you use the oil for other stuff, right? That's what we used to do. Anyway, I haven't had it in a really, really long time.
You gotta go to Kaboto, talk to the old guys at the members bar. I bet you one of them's got it.
Yeah. My favorite thing is the favorite thing about me being Italian and not looking Italian is walking into Italian functions and people talking in Italian thinking that I can't understand because I look like me. It's my favorite. I can't help it. But anyways, but a lot of the guys at Kaboto know me now, so I can't do that anymore.
And go to Chicharo.
Yeah, I can. I'll try to find some stuff.
Go to the floor.
Nick is fixing
Yeah, can
our
you just-
microphone
Oh
because
my
we did
God,
something.
Nick.
No,
Ah!
I messed up.
Did you mess up again?
Yeah, I didn't. I just had it in the wrong spot. There we go.
Seems
might have
very
been a
low.
really loud
That seems
noise,
very low.
so-
But anyway,
You got the other shots done?
don't bump your head on that low microphone now.
Not
Anyway,
that tall.
yeah. So like I like all of this stuff. This is my
Mhm.
favorite. This is the things that I.
I was
can
gonna
eat.
get some giardiniera, but I couldn't find one that I liked.
The one
so.
you like. You have a specific kind.
Well, I like the the one with the, I'm trying to think of the word now. Eggplant. I like that one.
I like that too.
But I also like the more vinegary one too sometimes.
I'm not big on the vinegary one anymore. I used to
fair.
be, and I'll still eat it.
Mhm.
But my stomach and I we're not friends with that anymore.
That's fair.
But I do like it.
Yeah.
But it's not as much as the oil. The oil one isn't as harsh on
Yeah,
me.
the oil one is, yeah.
Probably because it's.
European market has a lot of good ones.
Oh, do they? I'll have to go.
Oh yeah,
check
they
it
have
out.
like a whole aisle of,
I haven't been there in a long
they
time.
have a whole aisle of just like different giardinieras. They have like mushrooms in oil. They have
Yeah.
all like crazy different ones. They're all good though.
So like I make things like that. So one thing about Italians is older Italians, they were still in World War II, right?
Mhm.
So there are a lot of dishes that have been passed on that were made from necessity and not from supplies. There was no supplies, there was no things, right? There wasn't meat, there wasn't this. So a lot of it was in their garden. That's where a lot of these things came from.
Yeah.
And some of the dishes that I make have no meat. So one of the things that we make is like so it's like the dandelion
Yeah.
leaves, that?
Yeah.
That and you fry it with eggs
Yeah.
and
I've had
garlic,
that.
and yeah, that's one of my favorite. It's very high in protein
Mhm.
and it's very good for you.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite quick meal things. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that's something my nana taught me, and there's a lot of ones like that are vegetable ones that
We
you make
have
real quick.
pepronata, but that one's like so it's kind of like ratatouille. It's got the same ingredients.
Okay.
It's got peppers, eggplant, zucchini,
Yep.
tomato.
Yep.
And you like cook it all up in a pot and then you have it with polenta.
See, that would be
So,
good too. Yeah.
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 No, it's good.
So all that's a good, yeah. So this is lots of the normal foods we get. We'll share with Nick and Dimitri after, and you guys
Yeah.
can give us a rounding conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What other minutes should we talk about this week? I mean, we could talk about football again if you want. There were a few interesting things.
Yeah, did you see the two games? They had the same finish.
The Eagles block kick.
Yeah, and the Jets had
And
the
the
exact
Jets.
same
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Both
yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
I was
Two different
laughing.
games,
I was
exact
like,
same thing.
I feel like we're in
Last play,
Yeah.
go to make a field goal, blocked, and then ran in for a
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Yeah.
It was wild.
wild.
And it
Yeah.
was going on at the same time too.
I was like, what's what?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was good football to watch.
Yeah.
I wasn't yelling at the TV as much this weekend, so my son appreciated that.
Lions won. That was good.
Yeah, I was whatever. I know that's your team. That's your team.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I boycotted the Cincinnati game.
Oh, because Joe's not. Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
right.
angry
Your
right now.
husband isn't playing. That's
Yeah, my
right.
husband's not playing, so I'm a little angry. I'll watch it again in maybe a couple weeks. We'll see what happens.
See when he gets back.
But that's fine. Um, Even though that's my team, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's been my team since I was 14 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. But anyway,
Yeah.
um,
I got first volleyball game tomorrow.
tomorrow with the boys.
Yeah, with the boys.
Are you excited?
I'm excited, but I yelled at them yesterday, and I am gonna yell at them again today. But
In practice, yeah.
yeah, well, because we're going over rotations.
Yep.
Which is, you lose a lot of dumb points if you're out of rotation in volleyball.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But so I'm running through the rotations with them. I've been running through the rotations, not even just my starting six, but the other six too. Because I'm like, listen, injuries happen. You got to know if, somebody gets hurt or whatever, you got to go in.
Yeah.
There's something's poking me.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. I saw
What is it?
it's the little plastic thing.
Oh, get it.
Sorry. Anyway, but it's like somebody gets hurt or somebody pisses me off. You have to know where you're going to go.
Yeah.
And, so I'm going over it and I'm like, how do you not know? It's the exact same thing. And I'm like, ugh. Like, for example, I'm like, you play this position.
Mm-hmm.
When you are back row, you play defense in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
Your front row, you play defense in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
Serve receive, left sides, you are always passing. Okay? Pretty basic, right?
Yeah.
No. I'm like, okay, I have kids who don't know if they're front row or back row. And I'm like, that's very, very basic.
Yeah.
Know where you are front row or back row. And then I was like, also getting on my captains too, because I was like, you guys should know
Yeah.
the
You
rotations
should be telling, yeah.
and fix your team. Not even just your side, but the other side too.
Yep.
And then I'm going through serve receive and then like when we have serve, right?
Yep,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
two different setups. And they're in the exact same rotation
Yep.
on opposite sides of the net, running the opposite thing. I go, hey, guess what? What they were just doing, now you're doing. It's not complicated. Like I'm making it super easy for you. You're in the exact same. It's the exact same rotation. It's not two separate things. They just did serve receive. Now you're doing serve receive. Set up how they were set up. But I'm like, that's how I know you're not paying attention when I'm talking.
So is it harder to coach the
No.
boys than the girls, or is it equal and just different problems?
I would say it's equal and different problems.
Okay.
But I do think the boys are having more trouble picking up
Oh.
the rotation than the girls do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Girls usually I go through it 3-4 days maybe and they got it down. Boys, I'm like, I've been going over it for like 5 days now and we still don't have it. It's kind of like, okay. Because my whole thing is when I'm coaching, I always say to them, control the things that you can control.
Yes.
One, you don't lose points by being out of rotation.
Yep.
So know your rotation. Get your serve over the net.
Yep.
Don't try to do crazy stuff
Yeah.
that you've never ever done before, but you're like, oh, well, I'm going to try to do it right now.
Yeah.
Make smart plays. Just you control the things you can control.
Which
you
makes
can't control
sense.
if the ball comes over on two. You can't control if you get blocked and whatever. Like, stuff like that just happens.
Mhm.
But the things that you can control, you should be on top of that.
For sure.
And the main one is rotation.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I might yell at them some more today after this, but
The Italian comes out.
I said we were going to go over it one time.
Yeah.
And if they don't get it, then we're doing really, really shitty drills. So.
Do you think, okay, so this is a generational question.
Mhm.
So I'm having difficulty training someone right now
Mm.
who is approximately maybe 22, 23, maybe.
Mhm.
Okay. So whatever generation that is. And
Still technically mine, I guess.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm having difficulty because I think something is common sense. And I know not everybody has common sense. I understand that. But if I ask someone to do something and they tell me that they can do it, I assume they can.
Mm-hmm.
So I've realized that that's incorrect now, that I must stand over or be with in every way at the beginning to make sure that my understanding of what is correct is equal to what their understanding is.
Mhm.
Because it's very different, right? I have this thing about myself where if you tell me you can do something, if you're capable, I assume you are capable, right? I don't assume you're telling me a lie, right? And so if you say, Nick, like you say you can do this, you do the sound, you do all that, you're a genius over there. I believe you, right? If you say that. Now, it's different with you because I already kind of knew, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like if you come to me and you say you can do these things, I assume
Yeah.
you're telling me the truth. So, and maybe again, my assumption of how something is done and their assumption of how it's that they can do it, but they do it this way, even though I think it's supposed to be done this way. But there are certain things that have to be done in a certain way,
Yes.
right? So I'm trying really hard to be patient. Unfortunately, I was also in pain. So my patience was not 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And this person wouldn't know that I was training, but I became quiet. I'm quiet because one, I'm in pain, and two, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth because I'm impatient with you right now. So I don't want that to happen to somebody that I'm training. I want to be able to give them the best experience, right? So by a certain point, I kind of just didn't understand why this person wasn't grasping that there's more steps than just this to something that I asked them to do. So I don't know what to do, and I don't know how. I'm trying really hard to learn how to communicate to this person. And I'm going to do the best I can to continue to do that. But is there do you have any recommendations how I can help someone understand the urgency of a situation, or the understanding of like, watch what's going on around you because you have to react to what's going on around you? No, you have no thanks. That's not helpful.
None that's gonna help you.
Mm.
Because mine, I'm just like, you have to like go.
Yeah.
You just have to. I think you're gonna have to be blunt and a little bit mean about it to get your point across.
I don't like that.
Because from what you've told me, it just seems like it's
Yeah,
not.
you and I talked about this.
It's
yeah.
not there. But
Yeah.
I would just be like, listen, you have to understand the environment, and if it's not for you to work in this environment, then it's not for you. But I don't know. I never had that problem. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
So-
I'm just a little frustrated because
I don't think it's a generational thing though, because
no,
I've met
okay, it's that
older
that
people who are
person's
the
thing.
exact same thing. I think it depends on the person.
Okay,
for sure.
that's a person
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't assume it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
I never do. You know that.
Well,
But in this particular case, I was like, okay, like I don't know. And other
Well,
people, it wasn't me just seeing it
there's
either,
a-
right? Like
yeah.
it was a lot of people seeing it and going,
there's a couple people that are there that do that.
agreed.
So
Yes. Okay.
I don't know the like whole context of the situation, obviously.
bartending.
Bartending. Okay, I had a feeling that was probably it.
No.
I believe that's it.
So I feel like a lot of people, and it obviously it's not just a generational thing, but with the current like climate of the world, have the fake it until you make it kind of
Oh, yeah.
situationality.
Okay.
Because it's like, hey, I need a job. Sure, I can bartend. It can't be that hard.
I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Okay.
I had zero bartending experience when I applied there, and
You told them that you did.
I told them I did.
Exactly. Like people have that like fake it make
Whoa.
until you make it, and some people
Some of the
can make it.
Yeah.
Gonna-
Yeah. She's a great bartender. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm ready. Like I'm
I had serving experience. This prosciutto is gonna piss me off. Sorry, I had serving experience. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
and like
you knew. Yeah.
from that, you
Customer
kind of
service and
yeah,
stuff,
and you
yeah.
kind of like pick
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
whatever. But also like you can't teach common sense. That's the big thing I think. Is
Yeah.
you just can't teach common sense.
And you know how I am too about like the bar, right? Like I'm a little bit again, details. You guys would get bored with me, I think. Because of my height, the way I prep the bar is to accommodate my height.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit anal about it because it makes the job easier for serving and faster for me. Okay? So anybody who comes to the bar, I explain to them why something is set up the way it's set up. And as we go through the night, they get it. Do you know what I mean? They're usually like, "Oh, yeah, I understand why you do that now because it's faster if we and I'm like, "Yeah." So usually people catch on pretty quick, right? But yeah, so it was just like, and then, one of the other bartenders from across the way, Lisa, not Renee.
Mhm.
Lisa goes, I would never work at your bar because she doesn't like the bending in like this. She goes, I would never do it. I go, well, you did it. They had the smaller fridges upstairs. I don't understand. It's the same thing. You're bending down, but maybe not in, right?
Yeah.
So you're opening a fridge instead of going in a
Mhm.
fridge. Anyway, we're gonna get new fridges apparently. Whatever. So yeah, so it was okay.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. This
Yes,
is
you
not
are.
bad.
You
I would just
complain.
I just have to I just want to be better. It's my mentality that I want to be better to train somebody and I want to be able to communicate with somebody and give them the best experience, right? Because it is fun to work there and I want them to feel that.
Right, but you can also only explain to a point. At some point, they
Yeah.
gotta figure it out. Like if they're not catching on, I mean, worst possible game to be trained on.
Yeah, that was
but-
not a good game. Oh, so opening day here was London Knights against the Windsor Spitfires, and that is a huge rivalry for us. It is always one of the busiest games we'll ever do. They bus from London to Windsor, like they bus. So they're
multiple buses too.
they're already drunk when they get here. Let's put it that way, because they drank for 2 hours to get here.
Mhm.
So there's that. We also made a change this game where we went cashless in the
Stupid.
facility, and
That's
so
stupid.
it caused a lot of grief because our regulars who use cash were not happy about this.
And because it's dumb.
So that was a big thing as well we had to deal with that night. It was also the first game, and there was a lot of things not prepped and not ready, which again, you know, there's a lot going on, so a lot happens. There's nothing you can do. Like, I'm not complaining, it just happens. And then you're busy. Like, you're busy from the moment the doors open when it's London Nights. And so we were packed the whole. It was run your butt off game, which we did. You know, we got to the end of the night, and I was done. Like, I was 100% done. And the question remains, should I be doing this? Because the pain that I was in,
Yeah.
the pain I was in by second period was astronomical.
Yeah.
I don't know how I made it through to the end of the night. And I may not, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see, but I'm telling you,
Especially when you don't have that support that you used to.
no, see, I think everything I did 95% of the work, which doesn't usually happen.
No.
Usually I have somebody that is equal to me, but when you're training someone, they don't know, right? So they don't know. We have a ton of stuff that has to happen. Like, you're going to refill coolers because, first of all, we got there and the coolers were a mess. Shocker. So I had to redo the coolers from the minute we got there. Then they couldn't find our liquor. Then I had to go and find all this liquor. So all of that happened, and I got it all done, right? But I didn't get to do my count because literally the doors were open and we started. And because the trainee doesn't know where everything is. So it's taking me, you know, how we split it when there's two bartenders, we split the duties
Yeah.
usually, right?
I
One
start
goes
to
and does
count, you
this.
go get stuff.
Correct. And then one runs around. But then a new trainee doesn't know where everything is. So now I'm doing everything.
And doesn't know how to do the count either.
And correct. So I said, I will not be able to do the count because the doors are open. Like, I'm sorry, but the doors are open. I did do the ending count, and I did teach her how to do the ending count. It's fine. And you can go against the tape. You know that. You can run the tape. But anyways, needless to say, it was not the night to, train somebody new. That was not the night to do it. I did everything pretty much. And even things that I thought she would understand when I said, do this, do that. And I had to come back and go, no, and change it. So I tried to give her responsibility that I thought was okay.
Right.
And it didn't really work that way.
But also, like, the one you were talking about, the Caesar station, like, you were
Yeah.
telling me, setting that up, like, anybody who's been a bartender for over, like, I don't know, a month, you should know what's in a Caesar.
Yeah, she didn't.
It's
didn't.
not hard.
Yeah, she didn't.
It's Clamato, vodka, Worcestershire, Tabasco, pickle juice.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta bring me some pickles.
I love
Okay, well.
Caesars.
Yeah, Caesars are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We make a ton of Caesars.
We do, yeah.
We make a ton. It's like
Yeah.
a main, if it's a Sunday, you're done.
Always
It's all
Caesars.
Caesars
Yeah.
on a Sunday. So we like prep usually stuff to be ready for it. And like the other bar that's across from us, we've always done where if I run out of something or they run out of something, we're yelling at each other like, can you have? Or we're sending each other customers because I'm like, I'm out of
I'm
this.
out. They might have it.
Check over there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're very much about the customer, not just us, right?
Yeah.
Not just us making money. We're about the customer.
Mm-hmm.
so it's good that way, right? We work together.
Yeah.
But I just didn't even have that time to do that.
Yeah. But I mean, you told her what needed to be there, and then she's like, oh, and then still didn't do it. So I don't think I just think this isn't for her.
I guess
From
we'll
what
find
you
out.
said.
We'll find out.
I mean,
It's the
wanna
first
give her-
night. That's why I talked to
You
her
did get kind of thrown in the deep end with a London Knights game, but the same point.
Yeah.
It's basic bartending stuff too.
And then I will say that I told you this, she's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
So there were men flirting with her. And at one point, basically, our regulars, I was like, can you stop flirting with her? She has a job to do. Like, stuff has to happen here.
Crazy.
You know how our regulars are. I'm like, dudes, she has other stuff to do. Like, can you just leave her?
Yeah.
Anyways, even one of the younger guys, Seth, I'm like, Seth, stop. Like, she has work
I
to
don't know how many
stop
times
flirting.
I got
She has-
asked out at the arena.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually like I'm old, so I'm allowed to say this. It's usually the old guys that are usually flirting with me. It's all the old guys.
The old guys hit on me too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't have young guys. Young guys don't flirt with me, but like one of the old guys that he's such a nice man, super. You know, most of them are super nice. You know, he comes up and he grabs my hands. Maria, I'm so happy to see you. You said you didn't know you were coming back. I'm like, yeah, I'm back. And he's holding my hands like this, and I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
I gotta serve. They're very nice. Like I love our
They're great.
regulars.
They're great.
Yeah, I don't think we have any bad regulars. Not that I'm aware
Not
of.
anymore, no.
No, I know a long time ago we did.
Yeah.
Not now. But we did have some grumpy people.
Yeah,
like,
well, because we'll just be mean back. If you're going to be mean to us, we'll be mean back. And then they're like, well, I'm never coming back here. I'm like, okay, bye.
Well, you know how protective I am about you guys, right?
Yeah.
So even with her, she's new. She doesn't know me, but I'm very protective. And I'm serving. My bar goes around in a circle. So I'm over here serving and she's over here serving. But I can
Oh, did they
hear-
get the other till working?
They didn't move
Of
it.
course
But
they didn't.
we got a machine.
Oh.
Lori gave me a machine, which helps a lot more because I can just move it around
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
can serve people
Nice.
faster now. So it helped. Anyway, I had my back to her and she's here and I can hear somebody being rude. Like I can hear the tone in someone's voice and I'm talking to a regular right here. I'm like, can you give me a second? And I turn to, like, you know me, I turn to see, am I hearing things or is it just someone joking,
Mhm.
right? But she's new. So I turn, and this guy really was being not nice and going, I just need a glass of ice. I don't know why you have to stand in line to get a whole, swearing at her. And I turned to her and I said, you go over here and work. I said, no, sir, well, how can I help you? And two of our other regulars that were on that side were already like on the guy going, why are you talking to her like that? You don't need to be talking. Our regulars protect us. That's another thing we're very lucky about. But I said, sir, there's no use in yelling and screaming. It doesn't help you get things any faster. I said, there's a lineup for a reason. I understand you just want a glass of ice, but perhaps you could just ask us nicely for a glass of ice. And then he started swearing at me. So I grabbed a glass of ice. I said, please leave and know that I will talk about you to every bar in this place and you will not get another glass of ice. I didn't, but
You're nicer than I am.
well, I didn't want to, but I was mad. Like the way he was talking to her, it's new. And I'm thinking, oh my God, why are you talking?
No, every time they do that, usually because I found that too at the arena. Listen, I'm aware that you're supposed to, the customer is always, but the customer's not always right.
Oh, I
first
would
of
agree,
all.
100%.
But
yeah.
you know what I mean? You're supposed to be a little bit more polite. But I
Yeah.
think in the arena setting, it works that you can be a little more mean.
Okay, so I do say things and do things with the regulars
Yes.
that probably,
That
do you know what I
you're
mean?
like, oh,
like they're making
yeah.
fun of me down at the end of the bar and they're like, oh my God, what's taking, they're joking.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
There's a big lineup.
No, I know exactly what you're
Joking,
talking about.
and don't you be serving London
Yeah.
Night fans before us. And literally, I turned to the group of men and went, I'm busy.
Yeah.
You can't really do that with normal, but there are
Yeah.
regulars for like 10 years.
No,
they know
but
me, right?
like when people get rowdy and whatever in
Yeah,
line, usually I'm like, you can either wait
yeah.
and and if I were in that situation, I was like, you can either wait and change how you're speaking to me, or you can go somewhere else, wait in line again to get your glass of ice. I wouldn't have even given him a glass of ice.
Like all you have to do is say,
So-
and the guy's like, I've been walking forever, and I'm, and 100 things he's yelling at me, right? And I said, all I said was, all you have to do is ask nicely. She would have happily done this. It's how you came and started
Yeah.
yelling at her. There was no need for that, and that's why the regulars were like, dude, relax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was all in all, It was a good night. I'm saying a lot of negative things, which I'm not. I don't like that. I don't like being really negative. But I still had a great time seeing our regulars. I
Yeah.
had fun. One of my regulars did not come till the second intermission, and I yelled at him and said, "Were you cheating on me? Like, what's happening?" That's what we say to our regulars if
Yeah.
they go to another bar. If they don't come to our bar and they go
You're
to another bar,
cheating
you
on me?
cheated on me again? He's like, "I didn't. I got here late." I'm like, "Whatever. I don't believe you." That's how we roll.
Yeah.
And then because it wasn't cash, our regulars were some of them were all upset, and we had to have those kinds of conversations.
Yeah, because it's dumb.
Yeah. And so there was one guy, like, he was like, I said, "I'm sorry, we don't take cash anymore, but there is a place to go, use your cash to buy a card, and then you can bring the card back." And he goes, "Oh, F that. I'm not doing that. If you don't take cash, blah, blah, blah. It's legal tender. It says right here, it's legal tender." I agree. I'm sorry, sir. It wasn't my call.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because we were fighting. They wanted to do that last year, and we were fighting to not have them do it.
I don't really.
Go cashless.
There's two. Okay. So, one, I was worried about it last year because half the time our freaking machines didn't work and would go offline and stuff like that. So that was the number one problem. So when people are like, already when you have cash and cards, sometimes it wouldn't work. The cards wouldn't work and everything would get stalled and it was a whole thing. But now they have our own internet that belongs to concessions and bars. It's not the WFCU. So it works faster. So I'm good with that now,
Okay.
which is good. It makes it different. They've also allowed me to use a handheld as well. So that's also helping me to make things faster. So I'm happy with that too. I think what is not good for the employees is that all your tips will now go on your checks
Yeah. And be taxed.
and be taxed. I mean, you were supposed to give your tip amount anyways to when you do your taxes. But the other thing more so than that is that a cut comes from the online stuff. It didn't in your cash.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say that, they take a percentage of your tips to give to whoever. And that was only the stuff that was online last year. And anything that was cash, we didn't share with everybody. Our bars are not food places. We don't sell like food. It's just a bar. And majority of the work, I would say like 90% of the work is done by us. We don't have bar backs. We don't have this kind of thing. And half the time when we ask for supplies, they take so long, we have to go get them ourselves because we're so busy. So trying to share with people that don't really do work for us is something that the bartenders are not 100% happy about. This year, I guess they're setting up their own portables, which always was set up for them before.
No, they were always setting them up.
Themselves? Oh, okay. I don't know. Anyway, so this is a whole
Well,
thing.
as of last year.
Oh, last year. Okay.
Because Cindy would set them up.
I was going to say, I don't know. Anyway, so there's some things that have changed money-wise, blah, blah. Anyway.
Also, I'm not working there.
Yeah, also Julia's not there this season. But I will say, I still had a great time with my regulars. I still laughed a lot.
I miss them. I'll come visit Thursday.
You'll come visit? Okay. And hang out with me? You can sit with me and Renee?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I
don't
have to
even know who's
timeshare,
with
I
me.
guess.
You have to timeshare, yeah. We miss you.
Can't wait for all my regulars to tell me to get behind the bar. And...
Yeah. What's up, Nick?
So I just wanted to like add on to the what you were talking about with
Yeah.
like, the tipping.
Yeah.
What my dad's been doing and kind of what I've learned from that is I'll pay like with debit, but then I'll tip separately with cash. Because that way it's like it's the best of both worlds. Convenience for me, and then also just hey, you get the whole tip, and we don't talk about it to the government.
It's it's a lot of our regulars
yeah, a
do
lot
do
of them do that.
But the fact that it is like you're not even paying with cash now, the regulars, a lot of them didn't know that. So they thought they could get change. Like one of the guys came in and he had $20. He's like, "Mary, can you give me change so I can tip you guys in cash?" I'm like, "I don't have any money. Like I didn't have any cash in the till to make a break it." And he goes, "Well, where can I get it?" I go, "I don't think anybody in the building has cash. We don't have cash anymore."
Also, the way it's set up is stupid too. So if you go to the game and you have and you have cash, they have 2 locations where you can buy those cards, which are essentially just gift cards. And so you're waiting in line to get your cash put onto a card, and then you have to go wait in line again to go get your drink.
Yeah, it didn't make like it. Yeah. Anyways, don't even start with that. But anyway, let's move on. This is a long.
Was this like a sudden change they did? Or
Yeah,
was
they
it
just did it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like no warning or anything.
Oh no, there's been stuff on. They've put it out there that this was going to happen. There was weeks of like promotions of it. Like the thing that cracks me up is that the city of Windsor owns the WFCU, right?
Yeah.
The center where the Spitfires play. But the concessions and the bars are run by a company called OVG.
It's like subcontracted.
Yeah, subcontract.
Okay.
And so the city of Windsor put out a whole PR statement stating, you know, that this was what was going to happen, but that the city of Windsor would not be doing that.
Okay.
I was like,
Because was
okay.
it the Spitfires or the city that didn't want it?
both, I think, didn't really want it.
Didn't want to go cashless.
Yeah. The Spitfire ownership also had some concerns about going cashless just because we are a different breed here in Windsor. However, it has changed and it is happening and there's nothing we can do about it now. So move on. Anyway.
We like the things the way they
Yeah,
are.
they do.
We
Yeah,
don't want change.
Yeah, our people don't want change, but that's okay. All right, so we've chatted a lot about a lot of things.
I know.
Let's go into
Oh, our vertical?
our vertical. Did we get to watch our vertical?
Oh, wait. Before we get into that,
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Dimitri's movies,
What about them?
they're going to be October 31st?
October? Did you
Yep.
find out for
Yeah,
sure?
Halloween.
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 Okay, so which is amazing. I'm so excited. So Dimitri, what I want to do when we get this episode edited, I want to make sure we put the titles and
Okay.
where they're going to be shown, okay? So that when this is online, I'm so excited and then we can do a review after that.
That'd be great. Yeah.
That'll be
And
so
posters for
fun.
both movies as well. So that's
Perfect.
Yay! I'm so happy for you, Dimitri.
thank you.
I'm so excited.
I thought I was like, they're announced. He can talk
We
about
can
it.
talk about
Yay.
it now. Whoop, whoop.
It got announced. I want to say on the 15th. Yeah. So that was
Nice.
good.
Very excited to see Dimitri's movies.
Thank you. Thank
You're gonna go broke having to pay for 2 films on the same day.
you. Yeah. Well, no, it's actually part of the same block.
Oh, okay.
Local Shorts 3.
Okay.
They're playing
Alright.
back to back.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
So
double
you just have to
feature?
pay for one
Yeah, you just
ticket.
have to pay for one,
And
yeah.
you got
Nice.
it.
All right, awesome. I get to
So we're
save
gonna
so
go
much
to
money.
both. We gotta go to both.
Yeah.
Okay. And we will. And then we'll do
Halloween's
a
what,
thing.
a Friday?
Is it a Friday?
I believe so.
I think so. I just looked.
Yeah.
You don't have like
Friday.
big parties? Because you know I'm old. I don't do that. But
I do, but for Dimitri.
for
I'm gonna
Dimitri,
party.
for Dimitri.
Okay, Dimitri.
Whoop, whoop,
Dimitri's
whoop.
gonna
It's
party?
an occasion.
It's an
Yeah.
occasion. Okay, we're partying. I love this for
Nice.
us. Well, should we dress up as vampires?
Slutty vampires?
Okay, I am not doing slutty
Halloween.
vampire. You want to?
Actually,
slutty
I
vampire?
have
I will
that has
not.
been my go-to costume for like the last 5 years.
I was just gonna say. Didn't
I'm
you
not
say you were
even
gonna
gonna
come up
lie.
with something new this year?
I know. I do have in mind an
Slutty
idea.
werewolf?
Slutty werewolf, yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Slutty pure blood human
Oh my God.
who also rescues a bunch of dogs.
Oh my
What
god.
a
And
great transition
lamb
line.
I
and,
was just saying this is an amazing transition.
and then I
into the
accidentally
movie.
fall into a cave
Into a cave, into the
alpha
alpha's
werewolf
arms. Oh
who's
my God,
doing
here we
some
go.
ritual, and then we become
Yeah,
life bonded, so that if
Forever.
I die, he dies,
dies,
or he
and-
dies, I die.
it's our whole movie.
That's the
So-
vertical this week.
The vertical this week is To Love or Die, Mr. Alpha. And I picked it because we talk about werewolf movies, but we never really did any yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I picked it. And it's not scary. It's more slutty, right? Is it or is it even slutty? I don't even know if
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't really that
be-
much slutty.
So honest with you, I went to watch it last night.
Yeah.
I watched 12 minutes and was like, I cannot watch a second more of this.
Oh, why?
Had to put on something else because I was like, this is just bad. I wasn't into it. And then on the way, I was like, okay, might as well watch this thing and give it a fair shot.
Okay.
Still of the same opinion. It's not
Still-
great, but that's fine.
So what did you think was not great about it? I'm eating now again.
Like the plot line was crazy, and it's just like it opens, she's running in a forest, she falls into a hole, and the hole is to a cave, and there's this alpha guy, and he's doing this ritual to break some curse or whatever, and then they become life bonded, and then I was like, what is and then there's this girl who's like, yeah, but you're my fiance, and he's like, no, we're not engaged. And he's like, I'll give you $2 million. You have to stay with me for 6 months so that we can make sure this curse is broken. I'm like, all right, okay. And then somehow she knows his brother, and I was like, what is and there was, I don't know. I was like, I could not watch anymore. But then I ended up watching the whole thing, so still did not really improve.
What
But-
about you, Nick?
So I watched because I didn't have time to watch it last night. But I was watching the tail end on like the ride-in.
Yes.
With Julia. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't your mom this time.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Thankfully.
I missed the beginning, and I feel like the beginning for these is like really rough for some reason.
Sometimes,
Always.
yeah. No, not always, but sometimes.
Always.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because they try to like
Do
a
more?
lot all at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the it doesn't have that seem like because you gotta get like catch the attention of the viewer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
You have this much time. Yeah.
Exactly. You got that like 1 minute
Yeah.
to get their attention, and then it's like it's over.
Yeah.
And so I think the beginning tends to be worse just by virtue of the medium.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
However, joining in like halfway through, I wanted to say.
Yeah,
something like
about
that,
maybe a little bit sooner than
Um,
half.
and just kind of like having to like piece together from what I'm getting from Julia, and like, okay, I didn't mind so much what was going on. It was fun. It was camp, and they're all going to be camp at the end.
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
day.
very campy.
Yeah.
Overall, I had a positive impression.
So I watched a little bit of it last night, and then on the way here
With Julia.
Yeah,
Way to
I
get to make
literally
Julia.
just had
Good
it
job,
on,
good
and I'm
job.
like, okay, we're watching this, guys.
I mean, I thought it was all right. I think the tone was definitely not entirely my thing. Like it's very, very sort of Twilight camp, and I like that to an extent.
Yeah.
But it's not the kind of thing I normally seek out.
Yeah.
However, the production values were actually pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't
done
like
pretty
the
well.
whole when the wolf came up. Like I was like,
It's
I'm sure that
Persona?
could have been that could have been way better. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Me and Nick were watching it, and Nick goes, "Oh no, his persona is out."
So I didn't get like a good look at the effect because it was just in like the
Yeah, yeah.
I remember mostly like listening to the
The sound.
audio of the
Yeah.
whole thing. And I don't know. So
It was like a black cloud,
it was
Yeah.
a black
wolf,
cloud.
then a
animated
picture.
wolf head.
It wasn't even good animation though.
Yeah.
For what it was, I wouldn't doubt that it was like because there are like films nowadays that are using like AI generated like
Yeah.
special effects.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't or visual effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't doubt that it was AI. I'm not saying that it was, but just based on the cursory glance, I'm like, I have a feeling. So
It was
I
bad.
have to confirm that.
Yeah, that's the one area of production value that was not good.
Okay.
And that's something that's super important is, you know,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're in
yeah,
a
yeah.
werewolf movie, the
Yeah.
werewolf has to look good. So
He didn't even become a wolf. It
I
was
know,
like
yeah, yeah.
above his head,
Above his head,
this
yeah.
cloud,
Yeah.
and then there's a wolf in it. And I was like,
understand having
what?
a low budget, but I mean, if the budget's going to be so low that you can't and you can't find a crafty way to make a werewolf look more believable,
Yeah.
then just don't do a werewolf.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I don't know.
I don't
Also,
You have to work with what you've got, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
also, I couldn't really get behind the main guy.
Oh, okay.
There was just something about him that I was like,
Oh, okay.
eh.
I thought he
And
was
then
pretty good.
he
I
also
liked him.
sounded like he was trying to be Batman. I'm just gonna say it. He just
Maybe
I
that's
said
his
that
real voice.
so many
Maybe
times.
that's his real voice.
He just tried to
Oh
sound
my
like he
God.
was Batman,
What
and
was
then
his name?
when he would
Does
do his
anybody
like
know?
serious
actual
alpha
actor?
voice.
Yeah, can you look that
Yeah,
up?
I can look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
I-
talking
I
to
have
myself.
hard
No, we're
disagree.
listening to you, but I wanted to
He
know his
sounded
name.
like Batman when he did his like intense alpha voice when they made like his eyes go red and whatever, and he's doing it, and he's like. I was like, I just want him to be like, "'Cause I'm Alpha Batman." Like that's he sounded like Batman to me. Sorry, not a good Batman, just Batman.
Just Batman. Okay. Okay.
Maybe Lego Batman.
I did not think that this one was very good either.
Yeah.
I just picked it because it was I've never seen it. I picked a werewolf one, right? And the thing is that I would agree 100%. It started slow. I was like, oh, can we come on with this,
Mhm.
right? But I was okay after I got into it until I started seeing some of the production stuff, and then I'm like, okay, Maria, don't look, like, because you know me, I get into the details,
Mhm.
and these are verticals, and you can't be that. You just can't, right? These are not Hollywood movies. We have to remember that. But but still, you know, it catches my eye, and things catch my eye when they're doing things, and I'm trying not to, you know, whatever. I didn't think he was that bad. I didn't think the chemistry between the two of them, I didn't see it
I
at
think
all.
that's what it was. I was
I
like,
saw
"Hmm."
no chemistry between the two of them, so I was like, okay, like literally, even your kisses do not look like what is happening right now. You know what I mean? So that was a little bit.
Yeah.
So then,
Maybe
you know,
that's probably what it is.
there was
I
no
think that's for
chemistry
me. It's
there.
just like if there's no chemistry, then I'm like, I don't really like the guy then.
I think, yeah,
think
like I
that's
think
what
if
it
you don't
is.
see the chemistry, you lose the interest,
Mhm.
right? What's his
Especially
name?
for something romantic.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume this is him.
Okay.
Because there's only one guy listed on the cast on IMDb, and it's Griffin Blasey.
Blatzy. Yeah, that sounds
Blasey?
that sounds.
Nathan is the guy's name, correct? I believe.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
believe
couldn't remember his
so.
name either. So
Anyways, because it wasn't that. It wasn't. It didn't hold my attention enough, right? So I have to say I was disappointed with this one. And had I not assigned it for us, I wouldn't have watched the whole thing. I'm going to be honest about that. I probably would have cut it off just like Julia did and been like, yeah, I'm done. But because I assigned it to us, I watched it, right? Because I was like, okay, now I got to watch
Yeah.
it, kind of thing. But it wasn't. I didn't like it. I didn't like the werewolf thing. Again, it's bad because I already don't really like the werewolf stuff. I'm trying to be more open-minded, but this did not help.
I think Werewolf requires a bigger budget and a bigger special effects know-how, in my opinion.
Okay.
See,
Vampires are easy to do,
Mhm.
easier to do, I think.
Yeah.
except they could have done vampires perfectly fine.
Yep.
No issue.
Yeah.
Also, the wardrobe situation was kind of confusing
Yeah, it was
to me.
confusing to me
Because I was
too.
like,
Why is she wearing that?
yeah, like she was, her one outfit, she was like trying to be like slutty, kind of like piratey vibes, and then the
Yeah.
other one was like Gretel, if she were Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, I didn't
like,
understand. Yeah.
and then that man loves a fluffy blouse.
I love his fluffy blouse.
I know.
I want a fluffy blouse.
Listen, we'll get you one.
We're gonna get you one, Nick. Christmas
Listen,
present.
and I was like, okay, and then all of a sudden later on, they're just like in normal clothes, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I got confused with that.
Can
too.
we
It didn't
pick
feel,
a?
you know, and I think like Dimitri, you can attest to this. When you're putting together the scenes, you know, you're supposed to be making sure that things are like the continuity is there, right? So someone's not paying attention if you're doing something like that, or they don't have the ability to do so, or. But it is the one thing that I always question when I watch these things. When I see something out of whack a bit, I'm like, who's not paying attention as they're editing? Do you know what I'm saying? If you have someone editing, they should be paying attention. And maybe they don't have time for reshoots, and that's okay. Again, I get that. So there's questions because you and I know filmmaking, but this is vertical making.
Yeah.
So the questions I have may not apply. A vertical only has this many days to shoot. A vertical only has this much in the budget. Just like when you do those like time frame movies, right? Where you can, like that we just discussed, you only have this much time to do the movie, right? You guys did it on the weekend.
Yeah, making a movie in a week, you know?
Yeah, making a movie in a week with the film camp. So there's time frames, and I get all of that. So I'm trying not to be this person that goes, that shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't have happened, and just try to get into it. But even doing that in this particular one, I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't, and I do think it's partly because of did not seem like it was proper chemistry between the two of them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, ab rating.
Nick, you go first.
First,
Yeah,
Do it, Nick. Do it.
do it.
I think I had a pretty positive impression because I love Twilight Camp and
Oh,
stuff like that.
okay.
Okay.
And I missed the beginning of it.
Oh, okay.
And I also like the main actor.
Okay.
I like his Adrian Brody.
Oh, there you go.
So I'd probably give it maybe a 6 out of 8.
Okay.
So 8 abs, that's the...
8 abs
abs
is the
is the
highest.
top tier.
Now,
Okay, okay.
Julia's scale.
I'll give it a 4 out of 8.
4 out of
4
8.
out of 8 abs.
I'm gonna give it a 4 as well because I just wasn't very impressed.
Yeah, I'll probably give it
A 4.
4 or 5. 4.5. Okay.
Okay,
4.5. I'll be nice.
There you go.
I'll
She'll
be
be nice
nice.
today.
Yeah.
Feels
So
bad for that half ab.
yeah, that half ab. So yeah, so if you agree or disagree with us, let us know. We're happy to hear from everybody about how that works or doesn't work. I know I'll give you guys another one for next week. That'll be not werewolf, FYI.
I have one.
But I think we're gonna do.
I have one I just watched. but I was like, okay, I like it. It's
Which
not
one is
werewolf.
this one?
It's like His Nerd or something. It's like a morally gray kind of.
His Nerd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like a high school one?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I
But
don't
they
like the
don't
high
look
school
like they're in
ones.
high school though. That's the
Again, you're
thing.
gonna piss Nick off if you give a. He hates that.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Pool boy. Stop, pool boy. I watched this one. I did like the chemistry. Also, the guy's really tall and sold it for me, and he's a little broody, just like in my
Little
wheelhouse.
Brody's good.
It's in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
So
Well, give
I
it to
watched
us
it. I
then.
thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty okay.
Okay, so give us the title. We'll do that one for next
Yeah,
week
it's
then,
called
as
His
well
Nerd.
as the mafia stuff we're gonna look
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
You guys don't have to watch all the episodes on the one I gave you. Just if you want to check it out and give me some feedback
Yeah.
about my family. So the other thing I wanted to talk about today too was some things. Oh, what's up, Nick?
I'm just letting you know we're at 1 hour.
Oh, okay. Some things that that make me laugh about generational stuff, like when
Mhm.
people say certain things, because it's not true. I don't think maybe it's me, but again, so like I had a conversation the other day with someone, and we were sitting there talking about shout out my bestie J Mac, and we were sitting
Hi,
there.
J-Mac.
We were sitting there talking about. So J Mac took me out for my birthday breakfast last week, and she took me to the 50s diner.
Oh yeah.
I'm not that old, but it was pretty cool. Our server was amazing. The whole experience was amazing, so I have nothing bad to say about it. And her and I have very similar senses of humor. We can make fun of ourselves. We can degrade ourselves. We're very good at it. And we can chirp each other, and we're really good at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about something that happened to someone who was younger than us. And I said, I can't, my brain cannot hold any more of that. That's what I said, because it was such nonsense. So this person was starting college and made their parent do everything for them. Because apparently at 18, you're not capable of doing that stuff nowadays.
What do you mean do everything?
So the parent went online to help register for the courses
Oh.
at 18. The parent helped something with residence. The parent, what else did the parent do? There was a bunch of stuff. Anyways, this was not someone I know. This is someone she knew. And she was telling me about it. And I was laughing. And I said, my brain can't hold any more of that. Like, it's just nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very difficult time because at the age of 27, I was married, which does not happen to today a lot of times. And I'm not saying good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
To me, and we've had this conversation, I grew up way too fast. I became responsible way too fast. I'm flipping it now.
Yeah.
I'm in the era now where I'm like, okay, I'm doing whatever I want.
Yeah,
I've been too
absolutely.
responsible for a long time. But we were responsible really young, right? So when 18 came around, I was very independent. I had already been working. I had already been doing things. Like there was probably not a lot of things. My parents, first of all, my parents didn't even think I was going to go to university because I had this attitude like I hate school. So you really have to give me something that's going to, it's not because I couldn't do school. I just
Mhm.
hated it. And then, now, mind you, I went to a Catholic school where there was priests and nuns teaching us. So that could have had something to do with it. But
Might be.
But I made the decision last minute to apply to universities, not colleges, but universities, because I didn't know for sure. And I thought, well, I probably should apply and just, maybe it won't be as bad as I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I got accepted, I told my parents, and they were shocked that I was going. They assumed I would just go into work. That's what they assumed. It didn't happen, and they were very proud of me. I graduated, blah, blah. But I did it all by myself. My parents had nothing to do with anything. They didn't apply for colleges with me. They didn't write the essays with me. They didn't do anything. They didn't do
Yep.
prep. They didn't go. Nothing was, we did it by ourselves. So I was having like laughter moments about how much an 18-year-old could not do. So is that standard?
No.
Okay. So that's just that person.
I don't think so.
No?
For when I went to university, I think when I was starting, the only thing that I remember my parents doing were they were covering like they were doing the like payments,
Yep.
like actually like manually sending them over, and then eventually my dad was like, "Hey, you can also send the cash over."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's no problem." It's just it wasn't something I'd done before, but I did all the essays and stuff myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it was just me, but I was laughing so hard. Oh my God, this generation now, come on. Like you guys can't even think for yourselves to do this by yourself. It's
Yeah.
scaring me even more.
Yeah.
But yeah. And
Well,
it
I
is
had that
what
with
it is.
Nina a little bit. She was
Did
kind
you?
of like, "Oh, well, like, can you help me, like, whatever?" And I'm like, "Listen, I can tell you what classes, take,
Yeah.
what ones are even like, not to take, I guess." But I'm like,
You should do it.
"Go
Yeah.
forth,
Yeah.
figure it out." I didn't have anybody helping me. I figured it out by myself. I did fine. Your turn.
I did have I had friends that had gone to each university that I applied to before me. Because I had playing sports, you're in
Yeah.
you're in a block of ages a lot of times,
Yeah.
right? So you always know people that are younger and older than you pretty much always. So they had already gone and I had touched base with them, blah blah. And they gave me I chose University of Guelph because it wasn't so far away from my family, but it was far enough away that I didn't have to live at home. And my girlfriend, who I was friends with, she told me what residence to apply to that they were all already in. She said, ask for this, 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 and this. She told me that. But I asked her,
Yeah.
I'm like, is there a residence I should apply for? She's like, well, we're all here. Apply for this one. So that's what I did because all my friends were there. Right. But all the courses I did by myself, I applied for myself. If I dropped a course, I did it by myself.
Yeah.
Mind you, on my transcript, there is I think it's 2% mark on my math from 1 year because in those days, nothing was online. I'm going back here. In those days, here we go. Snow uphill walking story. You had pieces of paper and you stood in line to drop a course. So apparently, when I got my transcript, they never dropped that course. How I would get 2% in math without nobody gets 2%. Obviously, I dropped the damn course.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But anyways, that's so long ago. Who cares, right? But it's just kind of funny because I guess they lost the paperwork or whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. And then, of course, I was in the era of I probably don't know where that piece of paper is today, right? Like I probably after university got rid of it. Whatever. So stuff like that. Whatever. I was just having oh, come on minute. Come on. Like when
Yeah.
we were at breakfast, I was like, oh, come on. Like seriously, is this really what's happening? So that's why I wanted to ask you. Like, is this a generational thing or is that's just that person now?
I think it's just a person.
That person. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about before we close off and eat up all the food.
Yeah.
Manjat. Tomorrow, my baby, who's not a baby, he's not a baby, he's 28. He works out west and has worked, but he has always come home. In this particular occasion, he's going back, but he's not coming back. He's leaving tomorrow. And all day today, my office is in the front of the house near the front door. He's been carrying things to his truck, making me very sad.
Yeah.
My baby's going. And he's 28 and whatever, he can go. And, that's his life. He's been going, and then comes back kind of thing. But this time he's not coming back. Like he brought down a whole bin. Those big plastic bins? I'm like, what's in there? And he's like, oh, that's all my fishing gear. I'm like, oh, he's really going. He really going.
Mhm.
So that was like ding ding ding. So I'm extremely nervous about myself because
Could be an empty nester.
yeah. And yes, he goes in the wintertime, but he comes there's always he's coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this time he's not coming back. And then supposedly next year he's going to go to Japan,
It's farther away.
which is even farther.
So you just go visit.
I'm gonna go to Japan, yeah. But yeah, so I'm
Can I come
having,
with you to
I'm
Japan?
having.
I want to go to Japan. Can I go?
You can come with me. Yeah, we can all go film in Japan. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll figure it out.
The podcast is going international, baby.
That's right. That's how we roll. Yeah. So I'm a little melancholy about losing
Yeah. Well.
my baby.
Yeah.
My baby. He's not really a baby, but it's very weird.
You were already out of the house, and
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's very
Yeah.
weird, right? Like I was out of the I was 29 when he was born. So I was married at 27. I was 29 when he was born.
he's how old?
28. Yeah.
you were pregnant with him right now.
Yeah, right. Actually, I think next October I was pregnant with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's very, very weird to know that he's not coming back. Like it was sad. Last year it was sad. You know, I was sad last year when he left. I was sad, but I was happy for him for what he was doing. But I knew he was coming back. So I wasn't like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Now it's like, oh my God. He's leaving,
Yeah.
as adults do, and off and to the world of wonder. And the thing is that he's not doing he's not doing jobs that are safe jobs.
Yeah.
He's taking his so he's already got his whatever first level for avalanche rescue, and he's going into second level this year to do avalanche rescue. So such a safe job. And then he's also like extreme snowboarder, so I get all those videos where he's jumping off cliffs
Yeah.
and things, and that's awesome too. I sent it to my sister the one time. I'm like, oh, here's Daniel, that's my son. Send me the video of them, blah, blah, blah. And she sent me the text message was, are you okay? Knowing that I was
Yeah.
probably going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah. Doing one of these.
But it's amazing. Like, it's something you would want to watch. I will tell you that right now. If you ever saw it on YouTube, I would tell you go to watch. It's beautiful.
Very cool.
It's very beautiful. Anyway, that's the end of my excitement for
Yeah.
last week and this week. We go forth into a new week. We go forth
Yes, we do.
into fun stuff.
Woo.
Your game this week. We want to hear all about it, right?
Oh yeah, I'll let you know. If it's really bad and I'm in a bad mood, then I won't say
You're not
anything.
going to tell us, but we'll want to know.
We'll find out before.
Yeah, you'll find out before. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll tell us before. Yeah.
Yeah. If you see 14. If you see 14 high school boys just walking up and down Wyandotte for a couple days,
We'll know
you'll
why.
know how we did.
That's
So,
good. What school is it from?
Brennan,
It's right by me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have them go walk by your house.
Yeah,
and be
can
like,
you come have them? How about you come have them like do my gardening for the wood?
Yeah.
That could be a punishment.
Yeah.
Because you know I have all that front and back. All that ivy has to come off my house. There
Yeah.
you go. There is. That's
Give them volunteer hours.
help the old lady.
Yeah, give them volunteer hours. Sign a paper.
Sign the paper. Get them out there for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, you have anything else you want to catch us up on before we disappear today?
No, I think that's it for today.
For today?
Oh,
What?
I have finals for
Volleyball?
ball, yeah,
Fall ball?
Thursday.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Fall?
Fall ball's a month,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was like,
and
"No,
then-
already?
and then I have a week off,
Mhm.
and then indoor starts.
Indoor starts.
Yeah.
I don't really like indoor. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, indoors my first.
I know, yeah.
My
Most
first
people's,
love.
right?
That's my baby,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't like it because they put multiple at the same time.
Oh,
And I know like beach volleyball and all that's multiple, but inside when you know you're going in high
not
school.
not in Wobble.
No?
It's one gym.
One gym? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Tournaments, different story, but
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
tournaments we used to be in like huge
Auditorium
like
things.
conference
Yeah.
center kind of whatevers, and you've got like hundreds of courts on the
Toronto
same
had
thing.
one like that. When
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went to watch, yeah.
We played in a tournament one year, the Can-Am tournament, and it was in Cobo Hall.
That would have been a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
But you get good at
Blocking everything else.
blocking out the background and
Yeah.
focusing on yours.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it was never really an issue for me.
No.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like I mean it sounds different too. You have like a whistle here, but then like the whistle over there, it doesn't sound the same.
Oh, okay.
Even though you're playing and whatever, you know kind of like where it is.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Maybe I'm just weird.
Yeah.
I am weird. We know this about me.
Yeah.
We can all agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then we're gonna for sure watch the Mafia for next week, and then we're gonna watch whatever Julia sends us.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you have any comments or anything that you want to send back to us so that we can clarify or talk more about or get
Yeah.
more into, we'd love to have some feedback.
Yeah. Let us know.
We may have a special guest next week. I'm trying to figure that one
News
out.
to me.
But we'll figure it out yet. Well, I'm trying to figure it out. We'll figure it out, and if we do, that would be awesome.
Gotta get another chair.
We'll have to have a whole different setup.
Crazy.
It's crazy. We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it.
But I like these chairs.
I know, me too.
Anyway,
Until next time,
ciao for now.
ciao for now.